Doesn't look like anyone's been here in a while. Perhaps people lost faith. Or forgot about it. I wanted to come here to see if I felt anything that I hadn't done before. Now that I know what I know. Now that I know who I am. I don't know. For so long I only felt what she wanted me to. Now I have to do it for myself, and I feel like I'm drowning. So much time's been lost already. Most of it I can't even remember. And what I do remember, it would have been so much easier to just become a monster. I have my family back. And now I can't even look them in the eye. I don't deserve to be anyone's daughter.
That's not true.
Not even close.
I'm sorry. You shouldn't have to see me like this.
Alive? Free? Feeling? I've dreamt for years of seeing you like this.
Seeing you as yourself again, Jen, it kept us going all this time.
I can't be your Jennifer. Not as you remember her.
Of course you can.
No. I'd be turning my back on too much. Shadowheart is as much a part of who I am as Jennifer. I can't just forget her. That's not what I do anymore. Besides, Shadowheart still suits me. Even better than before, perhaps. You can't cast a shadow without some light. Don't worry. I'm still your daughter. If you want me to be.
I'll call you whatever you like, so long as you're happy. Arnel?
The Moon Maiden guides and helps us find our true selves. Shadowheart. Daughter.
My faith protects me. Better get to work.
Sole Invictus! Matte Vent!
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
Still alive, so that's progress.
That little hideaway that we found in the cloister, it almost felt like I'd found a piece of my childhood. Childhood I don't truly remember. But remember it or not, I felt right at home there. Surrounded by books and night orchids. Maybe. Or maybe I already liked night orchids and I chose that place because of them. The particulars of childhood can grow hazy even if your memories haven't been tampered with. But I felt safe there. I know that much. Well, can you imagine what it would have been like growing up in that place? Endless training, no privacy, facing scorn wherever I looked. I can very easily imagine I needed somewhere to escape to, if I was to survive. I have the strangest feeling that I wasn't always alone there. Don't ask me why, but I almost sensed the conversations, the laughter, Perhaps I had an imaginary friend. Wouldn't surprise me. Anyway, I think that little hideaway helped shape who I am, as much as any sermon or training did. Funny the things that influence you.
Or decapitated.
Decapitated. Hands down. Quicker. You.
I can sneak in here. Security shouldn't be too tight. A few charmed innocents, maybe.
This is the Palace of Cazador Zar. Entry is forbidden. Leave now, citizen.
The guard's words are clear, but spoken without thought or intent. Behind her eyes, you see nothing. She must be one of the charmed thralls Astarion mentioned. She pauses for a moment, but keeps her mouth shut. It seems you're free to enter.
So, Astarion, vampire dens. What should I expect?
Vampires would be a safe bet.
Hilarious. You belong on the stage. Perhaps the blood-stained sort, with a hooded man
Well,
standing by, axe in
That's
hand.
suspiciously welcoming. So this is it. I'm home. There's the same fading carpet. The same tasteless art. Nothing has changed. But gods, everything feels different. Oh no, it's much worse than that. They're fanatics. Here of their own free will and utterly devoted to Cazador. Each one came to our door and begged to be given his eternal gift. They're sure he'll turn them if they serve him well enough. He'd almost feel sorry for the poor, deluded souls. But they're idiots who brought this upon themselves, so don't. If my dear siblings were right, Cazador's hiding somewhere below the palace. After so many years, I would have spotted any secret tunnels out here. The only place that was off limits to us was his study. If the entrance is anywhere, it'll be there, through the ballroom. Oh, I've never been less sure of anything. But if I don't face him now, I never will. I'll spend the rest of my life running, watching the shadows, never feeling safe. No. This has to happen. Here and now. Also, there's the small matter of all that power I can steal from the bastard. So that'll be nice. It does feel strange. Breaking into your own home. Especially if murder's on your mind. Then again, this is hardly the strangest thing we've done together. Although it could be the most satisfying.
The door is covered in intricate text, but you can't see anywhere a key might fit. only a small round hollow engraved with a family crest. The writing means nothing to you. You can't even recognize the script.
There's writing like this all over the palace. Some old, probably dead language of Cazador's. We were strictly forbidden from learning it.
The indentation seems to be the right size and shape to fit a signet ring bearing the family crest.
Another guest for the Master's celebration. But you're so late, the doors are sealed. All is underway. We cannot. The Master forbids it. None are to enter, none are to leave. You're to witness the Master's ascension. Oh, what fortune. What blessed eyes. But please, forgive me, I cannot unseal the doors. The Master's kennel keeper, Godi. Only he is trusted to open them. If you must find him, he lurks in the kennels below. Now please, I need to prepare. All must be perfect for the Master when he ascends. Bless us, Master. May you...
It's gotta be clean. It's gotta be
That door is saturated with necrotic magic. Best keep my distance.
no time to dally.
Necrotic energy. It's sapping my strength.
I've got a long road ahead.
Ah, the bedrooms. Never once slept in. This is where I took our guests. I'd entertained them here until Cazador appeared and took them away.
No one ever died here, though. Something strange happened to that girl.
A dictionary of an ancient language. Hardly surprising for a vampire's lair. In Nocte Concilium!
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Lady promised me food, shelter, took me here. Deliria. Lady carried it, hid it from monster. Tall, long hair. Terrible eyes. She held me, but me, blood everywhere.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions. Eyes are alert, verging on manic as she bustles about.
Everything's got to be right for the Master. Everything's got to be perfect.
Behold, one of Cazador's cheapest tricks. An illusionary wall. Behind it is the kennel. A
Looks like an
Little
ambush.
cell he'd throw us into when displeased. I know you're there, Golly. Stop skulking and show yourself.
You always were sharp, little one. Sharp enough to cut yourself.
It's taking everything I have not to grind your rotten carcass to dust.
Don't be mad at Cody, child. I only did my job. Only kept you in line.
You tortured us. For days at a time.
Oh, yes. And you sang so sweetly for me. None of the others screamed like you did. But you're home now, and you brought me a treat, eh? A new friend for Cody. Not very nice. Not very friendly. Why are you here then, little one, if not to see Cody?
We're here to see the Master. But the ballroom door's locked. Give us the key.
No, it is too late. The doors are sealed on Master's orders. Cody will not open them for anyone, much less for you. Oh no. No. Cody is not worried by your threats. Cody has seen so much worse than you.
Oh, things have changed, Goddy. We might surprise you.
I doubt it, little one. Come. Let's hear you scream one last time.
There's an inscription on the ring. Looks like the same language as that book from earlier.
Door remains sealed, with naught to see but strange writing and a small hollow. Looking closer, you recognize the writing. It's the same Kozakuran script from the dictionary you found. The ring slots perfectly into place, and the door swings open.
You can't be here. No one in, no one out.
You're new. Cazador never kept guard dogs before.
The runaway spawn. You reek of the Master's scent. Come with us. Come to Master.
Excuse me? I will not be ordered around my own house by some blow-in mutt.
We bring you to him. We get his favor.
Let's get this over with.
Victory awaits. Taking position.
got to press on.
Let's have some courage. On the way.
Need to act fast.
Let's have some fun.
Commotus in lingua mortua.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Enjoying party, drinking, talking. Politicians, minor nobles, fist officers, all sorts. Information. Asked so many questions. Power structures in city. Weaknesses. Who he needed to control. Wolves arrived when our host left. Slaughtered us. West Door. Took most beautiful people away. Never saw again.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions. Stand on a clean metal platform. A beautiful but antiquated elevator. There are some scuffs to show its age, signs of things dragged onto it over the years, but it seems to be in good working order.
What in the hells? I never knew this was here. This was always Cazador's private quarters. Only he ever came in here. Well, him and the unfortunate souls we brought to feed him. What in the hells? I never knew any of this was here.
Just like the door to the ballroom upstairs, this door features no keyhole. It does have an indentation for a signet ring. The ring slots perfectly into place, and the door opens, assailing you with pungent, musty air. On the pillow rests a skull with a scroll clamped in its bony jaws. The skull's empty eye sockets flare with an eldritch gleam. You feel invited somehow to witness the skull's memories. It seems urgent. This skull is all that remains of the vampire Velioth. He turned Cazador, gave him the gift, and then taught him the rules of vampiric existence. Velioth's first lesson is always to dominate. Allow none to be your equal. Velioth recalls when Cazador reached out to a former friend. His punishment was to watch as Velioth drained his friend dry. Velioth's second lesson is that power comes from solitude. To share with others is to be weak, and to be weak is to fail and die. Velioth recalls when Cazador rebelled against him. Cazador suffered 11 years of impalement because he failed. Velioth's third lesson is to act not in haste. A near immortal has time to plan, time to act only when others will pay the price of action. Velioth recalls Cazador, his lessons learned, killing him in the rite of perfect slaughter. How they both laughed. Velioth recalls Cazador boiling the flesh from his skull, and then, to mock him, clamping his schooling scroll in Velioth's jaws. The skull's eyes flash a final time, and its jaws sag open. The scroll with all of Cazador's rituals is yours. Velioth is no more.
Even his precious rules.
Just like the door to the ballroom upstairs, this door features no keyhole, but does have an indentation for a signet ring. The ring slots perfectly into place, and the door opens, assailing you with pungent, musty air. Approaching the cells, you're met with hollow-eyed faces. There's an almost physical stink of decay and neglect.
I don't even know what this prison is. He hid all of this from me. And the others. If I had to guess, I'd say they're part of his ritual. But where in the hell do they come from?
You. I know you. You're the one from the tavern. You smiled and joked and got me drunk.
No. You're dead.
You called me so many sweet things. My name sounded like a lyric on your tongue.
Sebastian.
You remember me.
You were handsome. Shy. You'd never been kissed.
You taught me how. And then you destroyed me.
It can't be.
Beneath the dirt and blood, you notice that every prisoner has a rune carved into their flesh.
So Cazador marked them too. Bound us all to his ritual. Gods. I know so many of these faces. They're my conquests. I pursued them, seduced them, and brought them to Cazador. He told us he was feeding on them, but he turned them to spawn. He turned every last one, so we'd have souls of this cursed ritual.
How long?
What?
How long have I been down here?
170 years. You were one of my first.
My family. My friends. They're gone. You took them from me. You took everything from me. Kill him. That monster. You can't. It's not possible. And then, what happens to us? I don't know. I just don't want to die. Whatever you do, just do it quickly. I can't go on waiting.
We'll be back. You have my word.
I just want to breathe free air. One last time.
Sebastian. I should have known what Cazador was capable of. He's played us for such fools. Not just 7 spawn to placate the devil. 7 spawn and 7,000 souls bound to them in blood. Whoever trusted me enough to let down their guard, innocence idiots. And the unlucky. It doesn't matter. I will need to sacrifice them all if I want to perform the ritual. Thank you. Yes. This will all be over soon. It's just... seeing you again. I don't know what else.
Hey! Hey, you! Come closer.
Oh, God. It can't be.
It is you. I knew it. I'll kill you. Once I get out of here, I'll kill you! Camp. Monster hunters. The Gur camp. Oh, gods! My parents' camp! Chessa, focus! Resist the beast inside you. You promised! It's your fault! You did this to us! Didn't he tell you? He's the one that kidnapped us! He's the reason we're spawns! I'll kill you!
Yes. Now that you, mention it, I may have done that. Don't look at me like that. Cazador's orders. Quite the deviation from my usual routine, of course. Capture, not lure. I didn't bring them in with sweet rolls or anything. I really forgot about them. Felt nothing the moment I handed them over to him. Oh. I suppose there's a good chance they will. What use is it, though? They're lost. Ravenous. Feral. They'd attack any mortal on sight. All these people were ruined because of me.
I hope he finds you and trains you to a husk!
Well, that could have gone better.
What do we do when that tall freak comes back?
Who stands before us? Is this truly our prodigal son? Do not slouch before me, boy. Have you no respect for yourself? Look at you, crawling back after abandoning your family. You should be begging our forgiveness.
Forgiveness? You've never forgiven anything. Every mistake, every slip was punished.
I strove for perfection in all things, even those as imperfect as you. A pity you amounted to so little, despite my efforts.
No! No. Fuck you. And fuck everything you've ever done to me!
The cattle know about things of which they know nothing. This ritual is centuries in the making. Nothing shall stop it now.
That's what you think, you son of a bitch.
You truly forgot my power. You truly thought our bond as creator and creation was all that stopped you from killing me? Oh, you are weak, my child. You are a small, pathetic little boy who never amounted to anything. But today, you will finally do something worthwhile. You will burn, and I will ascend.
No! Stop him! Get me out of this!
Witness the birth of the Vampire Ascendant! Ecce Dominus!
You've made a grave mistake.
Let's end this. Got to move.
I am fury. I am death. In my best interest.
This feels good.
Yes, here.
Need to stay focused.
Swift and lethal. Taking position. In my best interest.
sleep for you! Wake up!
Get your hands off me, worm!
I'm not the one in the dirt. One last thrust. And I'll be free of you. I'll never have to fear you again. But if I finish the ritual you started, I'll never have to fear anyone. Ever.
You think me a fool? That I would allow anyone to usurp me, speak the words, and ascend in my place? The runes I carved into your flesh bind you and all 7,000 souls to the ritual. Complete it, and those bearing the scars will be sacrificed, you included. You are simply a means to an end. I made you to be consumed.
I am so much more than what you made me. I can do this, but I need your help. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. These people died years ago. Trust me on that. All that's left are feral spawn, desperate for blood. If we release them, how many people will they kill? Tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands? But if I complete the ritual, think of the power I'll have. With me by your side, we can save the city. We can save ourselves.
You can see the fear in his eyes, but also the hunger. The thick smell of blood in the air and the promise of power being so close is intoxicating to him. All he can see is the power of the ritual and the freedom that power brings. The freedom to do anything, to be anything.
I need your eyes, in a manner of speaking.
What do you think you are doing?
I'm making what you made me. Use the parasite. Link your mind to mine. Through your eyes, I can see the scars on my back and copy them onto his.
You would not dare!
I would. And I will. You will be consumed, and all the power you've lusted after will be mine.
Astarion, I've known this craving too. Craving for power, for control. But I fear your lust verges on madness.
Help me do this. Please.
Your minds join and your two selves become one. You can feel the knife in your hand, see the scars on his back, and taste his hunger for power.
Yes. Yes. I see it.
What are you doing? Don't! Ah!
There. Perfect.
Ungrateful child! Wretched child!
Time to take your place.
animas! Has animas offero in sacrificio! That ache in my stomach, that hunger, it's gone. I'm free. I'm finally free! Oh! Oh, it feels delicious. Now, we deal with the Elder Brain. I no longer require its parasite, so we can end this once and for all. This is it. The hopeless dream dreamt by all of my kind. I am the greatest vampire to ever walk this land. Even the Pale Knight would have knelt before me. Everything has changed. I felt so very little for so long. My edges dulled over the numb years rotting in the boudoir and kennels. Now, I can hear it at last. See it at last. How all the lowly creatures of this plane are begging to serve. How to call upon them. Scurrying footpads in their safe houses. Rats below our feet in their filthy holes. The crows in the night above! They will obey. The world will stir in fear. This is but the beginning. I already hear the world whispering in sweet surrender. And I feel alive.
I suppose Astarion is part of the vampire aristocracy now. I hope he doesn't expect us to bow to him.
Astarion succumbed to his power lust. A Githyanki would have known better. We seek might not for individual power, but for the good of the collect. I may no longer serve Vlaakith, but I still attend to a collective. The allies of the Prince of the Comet. And, of course, the one we've made for ourselves. To seek power for personal glory alone is a farce. A shame he can't see it.